Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a quick little review slash tutorial using the brand new Norvina palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills Cosmetics. This is the Norvina palette. Obviously, this is the creator of Anastasia Beverly Hills' daughter, so Anastasia's daughter. It has the velvety packaging that we all either hate or love. I personally love the velvet packaging. It just gets messy very quickly. I'm surprised it's still this clean after using it once. This is what the palette looks like. So a lot of like warm tones and then some purples, and you get a lot of really cool and unique colors in here. Obviously, I didn't use every single color in this look. I used 9 out of 14 shadows. So I feel like I have a decent idea of what the palette is like and what it offers. I am a huge fan of Anastasia Beverly Hills. I have the Modern Renaissance palette, I have the Subculture palette, and I have the Soft Glam palette and the Prism palette, and now the Norvina palette. They have one of my favorite formulas, and I used to use the Modern Renaissance palette all the time. Then for a long while I used only like the Soft Glam palette and the Prism palette. And now I think I'm going to be using the Norvina palette a lot. I just uploaded my video on the Mini Lila palette from Natasha Denona, and I don't have a lot of purple shadows in my collection, so I'm glad I have this guy to kind of pair with the Mini Lila palette, and I can create some cool purple looks. So basically this look was a fun look I wanted to do and use a bunch of those purples and just kind of create an over-the-top kind of look that's like, it's just a little bit extra. I went in with the NYX Milk Pencil in my waterline. Then I went into the palette and I set my eye with the shade Base, which is this really nice, just like creamy matte white. Then I took the shade Incense right here and built that up into my crease and kind of winged it out a little bit. Then I went in with the shade Passion, which is this kind of reddish brown, and just kind of further defined the crease. Then I took the shade Rose Gold after I cut my crease and I put that all over the lid. I took the shade Drama and I put that on the outer kind of third of my eye. Then I took the shade Dreamer, and I don't think this is on camera, but I put a little bit in the center just to brighten up the rose gold, and I put that into my inner corner. Then on the bottom lash line, I took the shade Soul and I smoked that out a little bit with the shade Eccentric on the edges to kind of give it a warm smokiness, and then the like purpley gray, which is really pretty. So I just didn't use the shade Summer, Wild Child, Celestial, Dazzling. I swatched it, but I didn't end up using it. Love, and Volatile. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shadows I didn't use. Everything else I used. I feel like you could also just use this as a neutrals palette. Alright, so basically that's the look. And hopefully it's not too crazy. I just kind of wanted to use a lot of the shadows in this palette. So overall, I think that this is a really good palette so far. I've only used it once, but there was some fallout with the shade Incense and the shade Soul and Eccentric, but nothing near like the Subculture palette. It was just a very soft kind of formula, but they are pretty pigmented, so it pays off there. Just if you're not into fallout, then just be aware of that. The shade Rose Gold is so buttery and soft, and it like blends out like a dream, and it has this really pretty duochrome shift to it. That's like by far my favorite shade in this palette. I mean, the shade Celestial is like a beautiful bright purple too, and it's really pretty, but I don't think it's as like foiled as Rose Gold. So I'll insert swatches of everything so you can see, but for me, I think that this is a really great palette because I get a whole row of shimmers and a whole row of mattes So you can create a ton of looks with it, and you can do like warm tone looks, cool tone looks, fun looks, neutral looks. I think this palette is really good. And if you're into Anastasia's formula, or you want to try out their formula, I would definitely recommend the Norvina palette. So here are the swatches of all the shades. Alright, so here is the first row of shimmers and foils. We have Dreamer, Summer, Wild Child, Rose Gold, Celestial, Dazzling, and Drama. And here is the matte. So you have Base, Soul, Incense, Love, Volatile, Eccentric, and Passion. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button before you leave. I would greatly appreciate it. And I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.